Stop what you're doing. Right now. Put your phone down, sit still, take one deep breath, and ask yourself this question, honestly. Am I really living, or am I just existing? Most people never ask this, and that's why most people never wake up. Everyone says they want the same things. They want to travel the world. They want freedom. They want money, a peaceful mind, real love, respect, confidence, a life that feels meaningful, a business they own, a relationship that makes them feel alive, a future they're proud of. It sounds beautiful, right? But let me ask you something uncomfortable. What are you doing today to get that life? Not tomorrow, not next year. Today, be honest with yourself. Are you still scrolling endlessly through social media? Still watching random videos for hours? Still telling yourself, I'll start soon? Still sleeping late? Still afraid of failing? Still waiting for motivation to magically appear? Listen to me carefully. This life is real. This moment is real. And your time is extremely limited. You don't get a second life. You don't get a rehearsal. You don't get a try again button. This is it. Right now. Today, this moment. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to motivate you with sweet lies. I'm here to give you a mirror, so you can finally see the truth. So you can wake up from a sleep you didn't even know you were in. You say you want to change your life. You say you want to speak English confidently. You say you want more money, more confidence, more power. Then don't just watch this video, feel it. Listen with your soul, listen with pain, listen like your life depends on it. Because it does. This channel is not just about English. This channel is about changing your life through English. So now, let's begin. Let's talk about how not to waste the only life you will ever have. Let me tell you the truth. A truth most people don't want to hear. You are not killing time. Time is killing you. Every single time you say, I'll do it tomorrow. Every time you scroll just 5 more minutes. Every time you hit snooze and go back to sleep. Every time you delay what you know you should do. You are not just wasting time, you are wasting your life. Because time is not something you have. Time is your life. And every second that passes, you never get it back. Not tomorrow, not next year, not in another life. Gone forever. You don't feel it today, but life is moving. Slowly, silently, relentlessly. You're getting older. Your energy is fading. Your parents are aging. Your dreams are still waiting. But for how long? Let me ask you something real. What did you do yesterday that pushed your life forward? What about the day before that? And what are you planning to do tomorrow? Be honest. Is it different? Or is it the same story again? Same routine, same excuses, same someday. Let me tell you the truth about someday. Someday is a lie. It doesn't exist. Your dreams don't care about your excuses. The world doesn't care about your reasons. Only one thing matters: results. And right now, your results are speaking louder than your intentions. Here's the painful part. While you're waiting, life is moving on without you. Other people are building, other people are learning, other people are becoming who you want to be. And you're still preparing, still thinking, still waiting for the right time. That time is not coming. So what's the solution? Not motivation. Awareness. Start treating your time like gold, because that's exactly what it is. Do this. Write down your day, not in your head, on paper. See where your hours actually go. Then choose one thing, just one, that will move your life forward. Cut 1 hour of social media, just one, and use that hour to read, to learn, to practice English, to grow. 1 hour a day is 365 hours a year. That can change everything. Time can be your greatest friend, but only if you respect it. Ignore it, and it becomes your deadliest enemy, and it never loses. Let's get real. Your life is your responsibility. Not your parents, not your friends, not your teacher, not your boss, not the government, not your past. You. And until you accept this, your life will never change. Most people waste years doing one thing: blaming. I didn't go to a good school. My family doesn't support me. I don't have money. I don't have time. I'm not smart. I'm not talented. Excuses, excuses, excuses. And do you know what excuses give you? Nothing. No results, no progress, no future. Only comfort. And comfort is the enemy of growth. Let me ask you something important. Do you know who actually wins in life? Not the person with the best start, not the smartest one, not the luckiest one. It's the person who says, "I don't care what I didn't get. I'll create something from nothing." Look around the world. So many powerful people started with nothing. No money, no support, no connections, no guidance. But they had one thing most people don't: hunger, fire, a decision. A decision to stop blaming and start building. Think about Oprah Winfrey. Born in poverty, abused as a child, ignored, rejected. She could have stayed a victim forever, but she didn't. She didn't sit and cry. She didn't blame the world. She built. And today, she's one of the most respected people on this planet. So what's the lesson here? Your past explains you, but it does not excuse you. You can accept your story without becoming a victim of it. Here's what you need to do. Say this to yourself every single day: I am responsible for my life. Write your problems down on paper. Not in your head, on paper. Then, next to each problem, write one solution. Not a perfect solution, just one action. Small, simple, real. And then, take it. You are not weak. You are not unlucky. You are just not using your power yet. And the moment you stop blaming, that's the moment your life starts moving forward. Let me describe your day. You wake up, you check your phone, you eat something, you scroll, you watch videos, maybe you study a little, then you sleep. And tomorrow? The same thing. It feels easy, it feels safe, it feels comfortable. But do you know what's really happening? You are dying slowly from the inside. Your comfort zone is not protecting you. It's killing your dreams silently. Because nothing grows in comfort. No success, no confidence, no fluent English, no strong life. All growth lives outside of it. You say you want to speak English fluently. Then speak. Even if you make 100 mistakes, even if your voice shakes, even if people laugh. You say you want to change your life, then start. Even if you fail, even if you fall, even if it hurts. But most people never start. Why? Because they're afraid of feeling uncomfortable. They're afraid of failure, afraid of embarrassment, afraid of looking stupid, afraid of being judged. So, they stay silent. And silence slowly destroys them. Let me tell you something powerful. Let them laugh. Let them doubt you. Let them talk. You keep moving. Because people who talk rarely build anything. Imagine a seed. If it stays under the soil forever, it stays nothing. To become a tree, it must break the ground. It must face the sun, face the rain, face the wind. Only then does it grow into something strong. You are the same. Every time you avoid discomfort, you avoid growth. Every time you choose comfort, you choose a small life. So, here's the solution. Do one uncomfortable thing every single day. Speak English even when you're scared. Join that class. Apply for that job. Post that video. Raise your hand. Open your mouth. Fail proudly. Fail loudly. But fail forward. Because nothing great has ever come from staying safe. Let me be brutally honest with you. If you are someone who keeps saying, "I'll do it later," then you need to hear this. You are lying to yourself. And the more you lie, the more you destroy your own life. Quietly, slowly, permanently. "I'll do it later" is not a plan. It's fear. It's laziness wearing a nice mask. It's your weaker self trying to keep you trapped. When you say later, it doesn't mean you will do it later. It actually means, I don't want to do it at all. Look around you. The people who win in life are not the most talented. They are the ones who act now. Not next week, not when they feel ready, not when motivation appears. They move even when they are scared, because they understand something most people don't. Later becomes never. You say you want to learn English, but you'll start later. You say you want to exercise, start a side hustle, fix your sleep, read books, meditate. Later, later, later. So let me ask you, when does later come? Next week? Next month? Next year? Time is not your slave. It doesn't wait for you, and it doesn't send a warning when it's about to end. One day, it just stops. And you're left with one thing: regret. The most painful feeling in the world. Let me give you an example. You wanted to start a YouTube channel 2 years ago. You didn't. Why? Fear. Overthinking. I'll do it later. Now someone else is doing it. Someone else has your dream. And you're sitting there watching, thinking, that could have been me. So here's the solution. Set a timer. 10 minutes. Whatever it is you're avoiding. Start now. Not perfectly, not confidently. Just start. Tell yourself this truth. If I don't do it now, I probably never will. One action today is better than 100 perfect plans for tomorrow. Your mind is powerful. But for most people, it has become a prison. You think too much. And because you think too much, you do nothing. You want to start a business. You think about it for months. You want to speak English. You watch videos, take notes, save lessons. But you never speak. You want to go to the gym. You plan the routine, buy the clothes, download the app. But you never go. Overthinking is destroying your life. You think so much that you become tired before you even start. You imagine failure before you try. You write the story of defeat before the game even begins. And that's why you stay stuck. Thinking is important, but only for a moment. After that, thinking turns into fear, and fear is a liar. You don't need to know everything to begin. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need perfect English. You don't need confidence first. Confidence comes after action. You want to improve your English? Then stop only watching motivational videos. Start speaking. Start writing. Start listening every day. Speak in front of the mirror. Record your voice. Make mistakes. You don't need permission. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine a man who wants to learn swimming. He reads books about swimming, watches 50 videos, buys the best swimsuit, talks to swimmers, but he never jumps into the water. Will he ever learn? No. That's exactly what you're doing with your dreams. So here's the solution. Think for 10 minutes. Then act for 10 hours. Build momentum. Let action become your habit. Shut down your mind and let your hands move. Let your legs move. Let your life move. Because success does not come from thinking. It comes from doing. Not the lazy one. Not the one who complains. Not the one who always quits. Be that guy. Be the guy who does what others don't. The guy who wakes up early while others are sleeping. The guy who studies while others are partying. The guy who speaks while others stay silent. The guy who believes while others laugh. The guy who keeps going when everyone else gives up. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to explain yourself. Let your actions speak. Not everyone will believe in you. That's okay. Not everyone will support you. That's okay. You support you. You believe in you. People will doubt you. They'll say, "You've changed. You're acting different. You think you're better now?" Let them talk. You're not here to stay the same. You're here to grow, to evolve, to become someone so strong he doesn't need validation, because his results speak for him. In every family, in every group of friends, there's always one person who becomes something big, the one who breaks the pattern, the one who proves everyone wrong. Let me ask you something. Why not you? Why do you believe success belongs to someone else? Why do you think you're not chosen? Be that guy. Here's the solution. Every morning, ask yourself, what would a disciplined man do today? Then do exactly that. Dress like success. Talk like success. Walk like success. Stop telling people your plans. Show them results. Be that guy people talk about years later. The one who changed everything. The one who made it out. The one who didn't quit. Your biggest enemy is not outside. It's not your friends, not your family, not your job, not your phone. It's you. It's the part of you that tells you to quit. The voice that says, "I'm tired. It's okay to be average. Let's relax today." That version of you is the enemy. Every single day you are in a fight. You versus you. The lazy you versus the ambitious you. The scared you versus the brave you. The sleepy you versus the hungry you. The version of you that wants to stay safe versus the version of you that wants to change everything. And every morning you wake up with a choice. Who wins today? Will it be the guy who scrolls for 3 hours? Or the guy who reads 10 pages? Will it be the guy who sleeps at 2 a.m. watching useless videos? Or the guy who builds his future? No one decides that except you. Imagine 2 wolves living inside you. One is lazy, negative, full of doubt. The other is strong, focused, hungry. Do you know which one wins? The one you feed. So here's the solution. Kill your lazy habits. Track your day. Every time you choose growth, write it down. Every time you beat the weaker version of yourself, celebrate it. Even small wins. Because small wins change identity. This is not a game. This is war. And the battlefield is inside your mind. You versus you. Win it. If you don't train your willpower, your feelings will control your life. And let me tell you something important. Feelings are liars. You don't feel like waking up early. You don't feel like studying English today. You don't feel like working out. You don't feel like chasing your dreams. And the moment you obey those feelings, you give your entire future to your mood. Let me ask you something real. Do you want to build a strong life? Or do you want to live like a child who follows his emotions every day? Willpower means doing the right thing even when you don't feel like doing it. Even when your body says no. You stand up and say, yes. Even when your mind screams, I can't. Your soul whispers, watch me. Here's the truth. Successful people are not always motivated. They are disciplined. They show up even when they are tired, even when they are broke, even when they are heartbroken, even when they are scared. Because they have something most people don't: willpower. And willpower is not talent. It's a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Let's make it practical. You want to stop using your phone after 10 p.m. The first night, you fail. You open it. You scroll. That's normal. But if you keep trying, turning it off, putting it in another room, writing your goal down, you start building control. And one day, you become the man who controls his habits, not the man controlled by them. So here's the solution. Start small. Choose one thing you don't want to do, and do it anyway. Every day. Build daily discipline. Reward yourself for keeping promises to yourself. Speak to yourself like a leader, because the day you master your willpower is the day you take control of your life. Let me say this clearly. If you keep comparing yourself to others, you will never be happy. Never. Do you know why so many people hate their lives? Because they spend more time watching other people's lives than building their own. You open Instagram. You see someone with a better body, a better car, a better house. You see someone speaking English better, getting more views, more likes, more money. And slowly, you start hating yourself. You start asking, what's wrong with me? Why am I so far behind? Why is their life perfect and mine a mess? But here's the truth. You are comparing your behind the scenes with their highlight reel. You see 15 seconds of their success and compare it with your 24 hours of struggle. You don't see their failures, their breakdowns, their lonely nights, the times they wanted to quit. You don't see the 100 times they failed before they won once. But you still let comparison destroy your confidence. Let me be honest with you. The fastest way to kill your progress is to compare it to someone else's success. You have your own path, your own timing, your own struggles, your own destiny. If a sunflower and a rose start comparing their height and color, they will both forget how beautiful they are. Stop looking left and right. Look straight. Your race is not with them. It's with you. Here's the solution. Unfollow people who make you feel like you are not enough. Focus on your journey. Track your growth from last month, not someone else's today. Replace comparison with inspiration. Learn from others, but never hate yourself for being at the beginning. You were never born to be like them. You were born to be better than who you were yesterday. Not everyone who gives advice is qualified to speak. Let that sink in. If you want to build a house, you don't ask someone living under a broken roof. If you want to get rich, you don't ask your broke friend. If you want to speak fluent English, you don't ask someone who's afraid to open their mouth. But most people do exactly that. They ask everyone, friends, relatives, people who never tried, people who never failed, people who never built anything. And then they wonder why they feel confused. The internet is full of noise. People talking without experience, opinions without pain, Advice without results. If you listen to everyone, you will go nowhere. You are the driver of your life. So stop taking directions from people who have never driven. Let me give you a real example. Your uncle says, "Don't start a business, it's risky." But has he ever started one? No, he worked a 9 to 5 his whole life. So why would you let his fear decide your future? Here's the rule. Before you listen to advice, ask one question. Has this person achieved what I want? If yes, listen carefully. If not, thank them and move on. You don't have to be rude, but you must be smart. Protect your vision, because one wrong piece of advice from the wrong person can delay your dream by 10 years. This world will not pick you. Not at the beginning. They won't clap for you until it's too late. They won't believe in you until you've already made it. They won't support you when you need it the most. That's the truth. So what should you do? Pick yourself. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for someone to say you're good enough. Stop waiting for a message, a call, a chance, a stage, a partner, a lucky break. You are not here to be chosen. You are here to create, to lead, to win. Look at the most successful people in the world. They didn't wait. They started. They didn't beg for approval. They approved themselves. Think about J.K. Rowling. Rejected 12 times. 12. What if she waited for someone to believe in her? Harry Potter would never exist. She picked herself. And the world followed. So here's the solution. Write your own name on the opportunity. Start that YouTube channel. Start that book. Start that podcast. Apply even when you don't feel ready. Tell yourself this every day. I don't need anyone to pick me. I pick myself. Because the world cannot ignore someone who believes in themselves so deeply it becomes impossible not to notice. You want a story worth telling? Then listen carefully. You don't get greatness without risk. No powerful life is built in comfort. No strong man becomes strong by playing it safe. If you live like everyone else, you will end up like everyone else. Every person you admire, every champion, every leader, every inspiration, they all risked something. Their money, their time, their comfort, their reputation, their peace. Some even risked their heart. And yes, it was scary. Yes, they doubted themselves. Yes, they failed. But without risk, life becomes quiet, predictable, safe, and empty. At the end of your life, no one will remember how safe you were. They will remember what you dared to do, what you built, what you stood for. Let me make it real. You're scared to speak English in front of people. They might laugh, so you stay silent. Years pass, and you still can't speak. But what if one moment of courage could change everything? What if one risk today could give you 10 years of freedom? So here's the solution. Take one risk today. Speak, apply, post, build, message. Ask yourself 2 questions. What's the worst that could happen? Then ask the real one, what if it actually works? Because without risk, there is no adventure, no fire, no growth, no story. Be the one who dared. Be the one who jumped. Be the one with scars, not the one with regrets. Let me say this clearly. Time is not waiting for you. The clock is not slowing down because you're tired. It's not stopping because you're confused. It doesn't care if you're scared or not ready. Life is running. Every second that slips away is a second you will never get back. And the worst part? You won't even realize how much time you've lost. Until one day, you wake up 10 years older, standing in front of the mirror, with tears in your eyes, asking yourself, what happened to my dreams? You are not too young. You are not too old. You are not too busy. You are just making excuses. Let me ask you something real. When are you finally going to stop watching others win and start creating your own life? Are you going to let your dreams rot inside your mind until they die in silence? Or are you going to stand up, face the mirror, and say, no more time wasting. I'm becoming who I was born to be. Do you know what's scarier than failure? Regret. That pain stays with you forever. So listen to me carefully. Stop acting like you have forever. You don't. The clock is ticking, and your time is now. This might hurt, but you need to hear it. Nobody cares about your problems. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody feels your pain the way you do. You're waiting for sympathy. Forget it. People are busy fighting their own battles. They'll listen for a few seconds, nod their heads, and move on. That's the truth. But here's the twist. That truth is your power. Because if nobody cares, you are free. Free to fail, free to try again, free to look stupid, free to fall, free to rise. You don't need approval. You don't need permission. You only need one thing: yourself. You want to cry? Cry. But don't stay there. Wipe your tears, clench your fists, and rise like a warrior. Use the pain. Turn loneliness into discipline. Turn rejection into fuel. Turn silence into strength. Nobody cares, but you care, and that's what matters. So build your life like nobody's watching, because guess what? They're not. People always say, I'll start next week, next month, next year. Let me ask you something simple. What's going to change between now and then? Will you suddenly become more motivated? Will fear disappear? Will life become easier? No. Life is always messy. Your mind will always find a reason to delay. And every second you wait, your dreams fade just a little more. Imagine this: your goals slowly turning into dust, not because you failed, but because you waited. The world doesn't wait. Opportunities don't wait. Time doesn't wait. So, why are you? You want to start your fitness journey? Start now. You want to learn English? Start now. You want to change your life? Start now. Not next Monday, not next New Year, now. Because one small step today, just one, can be the beginning of a completely new life. So tell me, why not now? Give me one solid reason. You won't find any. Start now. Look around. Be honest. Is this the life you wanted? Do you wake up with fire in your chest? Or do you drag your feet every morning, pretending to be okay while dying inside? You hate your routine, your job, your habits, your energy, yet you keep doing the same thing every single day and expect it to change. That's insanity. Here's the truth. You are the creator of your life. You are not a tree. You are not stuck. You can move. You can evolve. You can rebuild. If the life you're living feels fake, burn it down and start again. Change your habits, Change your environment. Change the way you think. Change the people around you if you have to. Stop copying everyone else's life. Start building your version, your rules, your values, your vision. You don't need to wait for rock bottom. You don't need to break to begin. You just need one decision, right now. You are not a victim. You are an artist. Life is your canvas. Create a new version. Make it powerful. Make it beautiful. Make it unforgettable. Let me tell you a story. My friend Nick. Smart, good at studying, good at speaking, big dreams. But today, he's stuck. A job he hates. A life that feels heavy. Waking up tired, going to bed frustrated. Every day feels like a copy of the last one. One day he told me, "Bro, this isn't the life I wanted." So I asked him, "Then why are you still living it?" He stayed silent for a moment. Then he said, "Because my family expects it. Because society expects it. Because people will laugh if I quit." Let me say this clearly. Expectations can kill your spirit. People will put you in a box. They'll say, "Be realistic. Don't dream too big. Play it safe. Don't try something new." But here's the truth. Their expectations are not your destiny. If you live your life to please others, you will end up hating yourself. You'll smile outside and cry alone at night. You'll feel trapped inside your own body. Is that the life you want? You were not born to fulfill someone else's dream. You were born to chase your dream. And sometimes, that means disappointing people. Sometimes it means saying no. Sometimes it means walking alone. So break the chains. Drop the mask. Stop living for others. Start living for you. This is your life, not your parents', not your relatives', not society's. Yours. You've been through things you never told anyone. Maybe you cry in silence. Maybe you smile in public but break down alone at night. Maybe people have no idea how heavy your heart really is. Maybe you were betrayed, rejected, ignored. Maybe you failed when everyone was watching. Maybe they laughed at you. And now you carry this pain, quietly. But listen to me carefully. That pain inside you, it can destroy you, or it can build you. You decide. Most people run from pain. They hide it under distractions and fake smiles. But the strongest people in the world, they use it. They take that pain and say, "This will not break me. This will sharpen me. This will make me dangerous." Your heartbreak taught you self-respect. Your failure taught you growth. Your suffering taught you strength. Don't be ashamed of your pain. Be proud. You survived. You're still breathing, which means you are stronger than whatever tried to destroy you. Turn your pain into discipline. Turn it into focus. Turn it into a voice inside your head that says, "I will never let myself become small again." You are not broken. You are being rebuilt. Remember this. The darkest nights produce the brightest stars. Let the pain sharpen you, not silence you. Right now, there are two forces living inside your mind. Two wolves. One is called distraction. The other is called focus. And the one that wins is the one you feed. Every time you scroll mindlessly, every time you binge watch for no reason, every time you gossip, overthink, or escape, you are feeding distraction. And the more you feed it, the weaker your dreams become. Your brain gets lazy. Your motivation fades. You start believing lies like, "I'll do it tomorrow. It's too late now." So let me ask you something real. How long will you keep betraying your future just for a little comfort today? You want success? You want a life your younger self would be proud of? Then you must starve your distractions. Turn your phone off. Cut toxic people out. Say no to useless invitations. Set boundaries like a warrior. And then feed your focus. Read, work, learn, build, fail, try again. Focus is not natural. It's trained. Like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Imagine this. If you gave your full focus for just 1 year, 365 days, your life would look nothing like it does today. That's not motivation, that's math. Starve the wolf that destroys you. Feed the one that builds you. That's how you win. Let me say this in the rawest way possible. Life doesn't owe you anything. Not success, not happiness, not comfort, not fairness. You might be a good person. You might have a big heart. You might have potential. But listen carefully. The world does not reward potential. It rewards performance. Life doesn't care how hard your childhood was. It doesn't care how unfair things feel. It doesn't care how much you want it. If you're not showing up, life will ignore you. You want success? No one is coming to hand it to you. No fairy, no perfect timing, no shortcut. You have to fight. Yes, life is unfair. Yes, some people start ahead. Yes, you may suffer more than others. So what? Are you going to sit there and complain? Or are you going to stand up and say, "I don't care how hard it gets. I will make it happen"? This life is not a gift. It's a battlefield. You're either fighting or you're dying slowly. So wake up every morning with this mindset. Life doesn't owe me a damn thing, but I will still take everything I deserve. I'll work harder. I'll suffer more. I'll show up earlier. I'll stay when others quit. And one day, when they ask, "How did you do it?" you'll smile and say, "I stopped expecting life to be easy, and I started demanding more from myself." You want a crown? Earn it. With discipline, with obsession, with sacrifice. That's the price. Pay it. Now listen to me. Maybe you're watching this right now, and everything feels heavy. Maybe it's not just one problem. Maybe it's everything. Your money is low, your mind is tired, your health isn't right, your relationships are falling apart, and you're not even living anymore. You're just surviving. Maybe nobody knows how much you're hurting. You smile outside, but every night you cry inside your chest. You feel like you've failed, like nothing is working, like life keeps hitting you again and again, and you're asking yourself, when will it get better? Listen to me carefully. Not as a motivator, as a human, as someone who's seen people fall to their knees and rise again. Everything will be okay. Not because it's easy, but because you are stronger than you think. I'm not giving you fake hope. I'm telling you what I've seen. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Always. The tunnel might be long. It might be dark. It might feel endless. But there is light. And you cannot stop walking. No matter how broken you feel, no matter how long it takes, you are not finished. Your worst days are not the end. They are the beginning of a stronger version of you, a smarter version, a more dangerous version. And I want you to hear this now. If you don't have a dream, find one. Not a perfect plan, just a dream that makes you feel alive, a reason to wake up, a reason to fight. Once you find it, protect it. Build it with your bare hands. Learn every day. Grow every day. Work even when nobody claps. Be obsessed with knowledge, with discipline, with your mission. Stop wasting energy on what's wrong with the world. Focus on what's right inside you, and never forget this truth. You have no idea what you're capable of. You think you're weak. You're not. You think you're behind. You're just warming up. You think it's too late. It's not. You think nobody believes in you. I believe in you. You are not just a human being. You are a storm waiting to rise. And when you finally do, the world will look at you and say, "Where did this person come from?" And you'll answer, "I came from pain. I came from fire. I came from rock bottom. And I made it." So now, lift your head, fix your posture, wipe your tears, and take one step forward. Because your future is waiting. Your greatness is waiting. Your dream is waiting. And it's time to go get it. If you're still here, it means something inside you refuses to give up. And I respect that. Let me tell you why this channel exists. This channel is not about perfect English. It's not about accents. It's not about grammar rules that make you feel stupid. This channel is about transformation, about going from silent to fluent. Not just in English, but in life. Because learning English is not just learning a language. It's learning confidence. It's learning how to speak when your voice is shaking. It's learning how to show up even when you're scared. Every time you speak English, despite fear, you're not just improving your language, you're rebuilding your identity. If you can train yourself to speak a new language, you can train yourself to build a new life. That's why this channel exists. For people who were quiet, for people who doubted themselves, for people who felt behind, for people who felt invisible. Silent to Fluent is not a channel. It's a journey. Here, we don't just learn English. We learn discipline. We learn courage. We learn how to stop wasting time. We learn how to become someone stronger than yesterday. So, if this video spoke to you, if something inside you woke up, don't ignore it. Subscribe, not because of me, but because of the version of you that's trying to be born. Watch one video a day. Listen, repeat, speak. Even if it's messy, even if it's imperfect. Remember this. Fluency is not about being fearless. It's about speaking despite fear. And life? Life works the same way. You don't change your life in one day, but you can change your direction today. So, start now. Speak today. Act today. Choose growth today. This is Silent to Fluent. From silence to voice. From fear to confidence. From where you are to who you were meant to be. I'll see you in the next video. Stay disciplined, stay hungry, and never go silent again.